Guys, one of the things that I love about Eurovision is the friends that you make by doing the pre-party circuit, doing Eurovision here in the press centre. But unfortunately, I haven't got one of those to talk to today, but I'm going to introduce you to Lee from Gaydio. Tell us about Gaydio, first of all.
So Gaydio is the world's biggest LGBTQ plus radio station, broadcast mainly in the UK to 14 cities, but then across the world as well. So Canada, South Africa, Australia, we've got listeners all across the globe that really do kind of make our station come to life. And it's all about, of course, gay radio. It's an LGBTQ plus station, so bringing all of our love, all of our queerness to a station that people can really rely on and really trust.
I can't imagine what you're doing here at Eurovision, but
no, not do I. No, it's a real straight event, to be honest with you. So yeah.
But we also have to. I mentioned you also do a podcast which people can listen to on Spotify, which is called Eurovis Huns.
How many times have you tried that this week?
Did I get it wrong again?
No, you did it right that time. Yeah. So Eurovis Huns, if you get the pun. Yes, fantastic.
There's a pun.
Yeah, there's a pun. It's myself and a colleague of mine and a good friend actually. His name's Lewis, and we had this idea in December. We're doing podcasts a lot more now at Gaydio. So we've done a Gaydio original podcast, which is everything to do with Eurovision, but looking at it as a kind of a queer side as well. And talking to all the artists we can do, especially the LGBTQ plus artists, and really getting it ready for Eurovision. So we've had this now since the 1st of August, our first episode came out, and the last one will be next week after the final, which will be really nice to do. And it's just catching up with all those big artists, giving you our LGBTQ plus spin on it. There's quizzes, and it's just a whole lot of laughs, really. So yeah.
Yeah, some amazing guests they've had on their podcast as well. Tell me about any amazing guests that you've had.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure, to be honest with you. We had a lot of Eurovision people. Obviously, like Isaac, having the amazing Bambi Thug there, who else? We've got Loreen tomorrow, Ollie Alexander. I think it's about it, really.
And me.
Oh, sorry. Oh, yeah, sorry. And you, of course. No, yes. The lovely Eurovox that you came across and gave us your predictions for this year.
I went a bit wrong there, I think. I saw Portugal as one that may not qualify, but thankfully the beautiful Yolanda did go through to the final. But what I want to know from you, Lee, obviously there is a huge LGBTQ IA plus audience. Did I get that right for Eurovision? For Eurovision. What does it mean? Why do you think that is? Why is, people call this the Gay Olympics?
Yes, they do.
Why do you think it is? What do gay people and people as part of that community love so much about Eurovision?
Do you know what, as we call it, Gay Christmas as well in the office, it really is. I think it's the openness of how free you get to be. That stage for every single artist is an open canvas to them and what they feel like their life is. If you look at Nemo this year and their song The Code, it's all about them being non-binary, and they don't identify as a male or female. And I feel like it's such an open place where you can be who you want to be at Eurovision. That's why the community just really latches onto it every single year. Look at Bambi and the incredible first non-binary artist to go onto that stage, but also halfway through to rip off a costume and have the trans flag painted on a bra and underwear. Like, that's absolutely incredible for our community, and it's just a lot of good laughs, a lot of good fun. It's very camp when you look at it as well. Like, I was talking to Scooch today, and you look back to 2007, that whole performance is pure campness. Would you
really? I didn't get a camp vibe.
Would you like some salted nuts? We blow on this, So it's one of those. Our community loves it. It's an open, free place for at least a week where we can get together and enjoy this huge, huge contest and really take it on board.
Yeah, and you mentioned we've got Bambi Thug, who is the first non-binary artist. You mentioned Nemo, who is going to be the second non-binary artist.
God, yeah.
But we so many performers, especially from some of the Eastern countries now, that are coming out and representing the queer community. There's obviously a big difference in how the LGBT plus community is treated in the UK to other countries that participate in Eurovision, where people just can't be open about their sexuality. Yeah. How important do you think it is that we have these artists now representing countries such as Lithuania, where Sylvester.
Yes, this is where the contest really makes a difference. If you look at, Lithuania a couple of years ago, I don't think they would have dreamed of putting somebody probably like Sylvester from that community forward. But look at what, he's done, as an openly by contestant to take that stage and get through to the final, which is absolutely incredible. So it's an open stage for people to look up, you know, people who are not out yet, people who are still kind of really coming to terms with themselves, especially like if you're a teenager. It's such a hard time seeing these acts go on stage like Ollie, Loreen, to look at Nemo, to look at Bambi and go, do you know what, that could be me. And it's safe enough to do it, and that's what I hope. Hopefully, at certain points, we start to see that in the Eastern European countries a lot more than we are now.
Yeah, and it's so important, but it's great to see the progression. But every year, kind of, we hear about stories from different countries where maybe the progression isn't going as fast as we would like. But we have to talk about Eurovision properly as well. So I would love to know because this is your second Eurovision, third?
Second Eurovision during the press, but I have been a Eurovision fan since 2005.
Okay.
When the lovely Helena Parazzu, my number one, won, and that was it. I was hooked.
I don't remember. I wasn't born then.
You look it.
Well, you know. But how has your experience been here in Malmo as a city, here in the press centre? Tell us.
It has been, do you know, probably one of the best weeks in my media career. Everybody that I've met here has been so friendly. Like when you walk in and you sit down, you feel like you're family, which is quite nice. You know, you're all here for the same goal, and that is to cover this amazing competition and how amazing it is for every single country. But like being with yourselves at Eurovox this week, you've really helped me out, especially on a couple of bits as well. So we're so thankful, and we'll do the same for you. It is something that I don't think you will get anywhere else in the world. Any other competition is not like this, and that's why I think Eurovision is so special. So special.
And who's going to win Eurovision 2024?
Oh, this is hard. You can always go with the bookies' favourites, of course. They're fine, yeah. I've got two in my head. Croatia. Oh my God! It's because we're talking about Sylvester. I'm not a Eurovision fan.
It's the only dance I could actually do.
Yeah. That one. There's two in my head that I want to. I would love to see Nemo go and take it because I think that song is just incredible. But however, I'm still, even this morning when I woke up, I'm still thinking about Bambi's performance. Like, it was an incredible moment for just everything. It was one of a kind for Eurovision, and I don't think we're going to see something like that ever again very soon.
It's definitely a shock value for a lot of people, but as a piece of art on stage, it is so beautifully done.
It's a proper story.
Yeah.
Like, that whole thing is a proper story from start to finish, and that's what I love about it. And just themselves being so open, and especially like if you see them at the press conferences and what they've said about certain things about this competition and the rules they've had to change. It's just nice to see an honest artist come through.
Okay, but your favourite song from this year?
Austria.
Hey.
We Will Rave. Queen Kaleen.
Just because you want to wear that outfit.
Yeah, that's what it is. But yeah, Queen Loreen and now Queen Kaleen, and I cannot wait to see her take that stage later on in the semi-final too.
Yep, and all-time favourite Eurovision song? Don't disappoint me here.
I will have to go. I've got about 75 going through my head at the moment, but I will go with
Eurovision song. Sorry, not your age.
Right, that's really upsetting. I'm going to go with Fuego.
Eleni.
I love Eleni.
Her performance here in the first semi-final.
My God, if you like a girly bop, which I like to call it, then that first semi-final opener was a girly bop on like 2 times speed. It was incredible, absolutely incredible. With Chanel, that's my other one as well, Chanel and Eleni together. God, honestly, 100%, that's me, done. I was done.
Well, there you go. Well, obviously for you, it's not Eurovision all year round. You are a radio presenter as well.
Yes, of course. Yeah.
And you're a podcaster. What advice would you give to people that want to become a radio presenter or a podcaster? How would they get into that industry, that business?
Don't give up, firstly. I've been in this industry now 16 years as a radio presenter. I was a full-time estate agent back when I first started radio 16 years ago. I was suited and booted. But then in the evenings and the weekends, I was a volunteer radio presenter for hospital radio. And that's where I learned the skills I've got. And then it kind of gets better. You get a demo, you go to local radio or local podcasting. There's nothing stopping you creating a podcast at home at all. And then you get more experience, and it's that skills you take when you get to do all this stuff that you get to get bigger and better. And then you get to come and do this around the world, which would be amazing. So don't give up, keep trying, and just keep making sure that if you want it, you have to go and work for it at the same time.
Exactly. And I know you probably wouldn't think it from watching him now, but he is a total pro. I'm joking. I have seen the work that you guys do. I think you're amazing. I love the Eurovis Huns podcast. So, guys, you must go and follow that and listen to it on
Spotify, Apple, Amazon,
everywhere.
Gaydio app, whatever you want to go, it's going to be there. So yeah, go and get it everywhere.
And when can guys hear you on the radio?
So normal show for me is a Sunday 1 till 4 UK time is my normal slot. But I'm also like one of the Gaydio substitute teachers. So when somebody's off on the weekday, I will literally just jump in. So I could be on breakfast, I could be on drive. Tomorrow I'm doing breakfast from Malmo, which would be really lovely. So catch me anywhere. Just look at the Gaydio schedule. You can see me at some point.
There you go. And the subs, I was going to say the subs are always the most fun, but
that is perfect for our radio station. The subs. Brilliant.
The subs are always the most fun. But Lee, thank you so much. Thank you for being a friend to Team Eurovox while you've been here. No. We absolutely love kind of hanging around, literally following you around the press centre. This guy's hilarious. Such a nice, genuine guy. So please do make sure you show them some support. And Lewis, who's back home, we can't forget Lewis as well.
Of course, I absolutely love him. He is a massive Eurovision fanatic. He had to leave earlier this week because he was on holiday, not here for the competition, as in like come and work here. So he's been incredible throughout this. He's such a good presenter, an interviewer, everything. So it's great. So yeah, get following everything. And can I quickly say a big thank you to every single member at Eurovox, because actually meeting you this week, the help you've given Gaydio, I hope you've given something back, has been amazing. And what you do is one of a kind. It really is. So congratulations on everything you do.
You're going to make me emotional now. I don't want you to see me emotional.
No, it's all right. Don't worry. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
But guys, everyone needs a Lee and a Lewis in their life. So make sure you go and follow them everywhere. I'll give you their address in the description and you can go and sort them at home as well. But Lee, thank you so much for your time and enjoy the rest of your Eurovision experience.
You too. Enjoy. And you. Enjoy it.
And you. Lovely. Thank you so much.
No, thank you very much.